Many thanks for staying with us. First Lady of Nigeria, Oluremi Tinubu, has asked parents, traditional and community leaders in places where female genital mutilation persists to consider the damage and irreversible health implications inflicted on girls. She says as the world commemorates the International Day of Zero Tolerance for Female Genital Mutilation, the society is once again reminded of the responsibility it bears to protect the rights, vulnerability, and well-being of the girl child. Senator Oluremi Tinubu acknowledged the progress made in the fight against female genital mutilation in Nigeria and emphasized the need to confront the practices that still persist, causing irreparable harm to girls. The wife of President Bola Tinubu wants all key players to collectively strive for the full eradication of FGM in Nigeria by 2030 and continue to speak up against this injustice done to girls. Well, let's now talk to Victoria Augustine, who's a change leader with Nguvu Collective. She joins us from Akwa Ibom State. Thank you for joining us at this time. As of 2022, UNICEF estimated that Nigeria accounts for the third highest number of women and girls who have undergone FGM worldwide, and that's with about 19.9 million survivors. Does that bother you?
Yes, it does. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Yes, it actually bothers me a whole lot, and that was the reason I started this campaign with Nguvu Collective.
All right, then. And what has been your experience on the ground campaigning against FGM? Would you say there is enough enlightenment out there?
Yeah, there is enlightenment. There is enlightenment against FGM, the dangers of FGM and all of that. But I feel like it's like the rural areas, right, where these messages is actually needed due to their cultural beliefs, social beliefs, religious beliefs. The message is actually not passed there, because why I say that is because most of these people do not understand the language. So there are actually no messages in their local languages that would actually tell them the dangers of this. So although there's progress, but I would not say it's actually, we are actually getting there. Yeah.
All right, you have touched on language barrier. As an institution, or do I call it organization now, what strategies have you adopted to take this message to the local people who actually need the message at this critical time?
Okay, so for, I don't know what Nguvu is doing about this. This is actually what Nguvu is doing, because having talk shows on TV stations, radio stations about this female genital mutilation, and for most of people in the rural areas, I believe the radio is actually their means of getting information. So we're actually going there to have these conversations, and when we go there, we'll not just go there we would actually get someone from the community who can communicate this message to them in their local dialect. So yeah, that's about something.
And that's quite critical. And the First Lady of Nigeria is stepping in. She's speaking up against it, and she's calling on both traditional and religious leaders, telling them the fact that they have a responsibility to bring this message to the people and ensure there is an end to this, this situation, which actually is an infringement on the rights of girls on one hand, and which inflicts lasting, irreparable harm on them. What more do you think we need to do to get this message across?
Okay, so what I feel like we need to do, taking the message might actually not be enough. Bringing perpetrators to book would actually because like from the research I've made, right, there's actually no recorded, there's actually no record of any perpetrator of FGM that has been brought to book. So I feel like bringing perpetrators to book Because there have been cases where people will say they actually reported to authorities and they're like, they didn't even allow them make a statement, and they'll be like, these are family issues, this is a family issue, is a cultural something, so you're not supposed to talk about it, or we are not supposed to come in. So I feel like bringing perpetrators to book would actually serve as a warning to people. While passing the message, they know that when you do this, this is what happens. It's not enough to pass a bill or pass a law that says this is what will happen. Bring perpetrators to book.
All right, then, important one. Change leader, Nguvu Collective, Victoria Augustine, thank you for talking to us, and thank you for all you do to drive the needed change in ending FGM in Nigeria.